What's going on, Vanilla Sports? Back with another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Eli Manning and why Eli Manning is not overrated. In fact, he might be underrated. A lot of people, especially in the offseason, like to talk about Eli Manning being an overrated quarterback, an overrated player. And I don't know if you guys are on Twitter, but ML Football, it's a pretty big football NFL Twitter account. A lot of people follow it and kind of look at their posts. They came out with a post today saying Eli Manning is the most overrated player in NFL history, and I don't understand how anyone could say that. The guy was robbed from being a first ballot Hall of Famer. He should have absolutely been a first ballot Hall of Famer. He will be in the Hall of Fame at some point. But I think Eli Manning is underrated. When you take a look at all of the accomplishments and what he was able to achieve in his career, I don't understand how anyone could say that the guy is overrated. I think he's underrated. I think he's one of the greatest football quarterbacks of all time. Just when you take a look at what he was able to do, he won 2 Super Bowl championships and 2 Super Bowl MVPs, and they both came against the GOAT Tom Brady, including in 2007, an 18-0 football team. That was a team the Giants were massive underdogs in, going for the perfect season. It's not an easy game to win. He had a good defense, yes, but you need a good quarterback to win a Super Bowl. He did it twice against Tom Brady. And only a couple of quarterbacks have been able to beat Tom Brady in a Super Bowl, and Eli did it twice. So that is clutch. That is playing at your best when it matters most. No one remembers you for the, regular season, especially in New York. No one cares about what you're able to do in the regular season. It matters what you're able to do in the postseason and the playoffs, and whether or not you're able to bring Super Bowls and championships to the franchise. And Eli Manning was a huge part in that. He is the best Giants quarterback of all time, and if it weren't for Lawrence Taylor, he would be the best Giant player of all time. 2 Super Bowls out of the 4 that the Giants won, he delivered. He had the Super Bowl MVP in both. And like I said, his regular seasons were inconsistent, and they weren't always terrific. But no one cares about that. If you're winning championships and you're winning Super Bowls, and you're putting rings on the fingers of your teammates, that's all people look back at. And looking back at it years later and after his career, that's all New York cares about. It's that he delivered Super Bowl championships to the city and to the franchise. He's one of the smartest quarterbacks to ever play the game. His IQ, and like I said, his clutch gene, those are 2 things that you oftentimes can't teach. You either have it or you don't. You can't learn how to have high IQ, how to be tough and durable. Eli played in 210 consecutive games. That's the 3rd longest streak for a quarterback in the history of the sport. He played behind some really, really bad offensive lines. He took beatings, but he stayed in the game every time. He was tough as nails. He didn't miss games, and he was overshadowed by his era. Had he played in a different era of quarterbacks, he would be looked at as one of the best quarterbacks of all time. Definitely in the top 5, but because he played in an era with Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, and his brother Peyton, since he wasn't as flashy and he wasn't as showy and didn't have as great regular seasons as them, he got overlooked. And but ultimately, when it came to the regular season, the postseason, and the playoffs, he was always able to deliver wins, and that's what mattered. And ultimately is why I think he's underrated, not overrated. As a leader, he was tremendous with his teammates. What he was able to do for the wide receivers that came in and out of New York, he was able to kickstart OBJ's career and really put Odell on the map. Those 2 had such a great rapport. They were so tremendous together. And Odell is one of the top wide receivers of this generation. So Eli was the quarterback for him, and that goes a long way. Being able to get a guy like Odell wasn't he wasn't a very good teammate. He had bad anger issues. He had problems. And Eli stuck with it. He was a great teammate, a great quarterback, a tremendous leader, and was able to turn Odell Beckham into one of the best wide receivers of this generation. His personality was very good. Eli, he handled the New York media well, which people don't realize how hard it is to play in New York. You need to add something to that. It's a lot easier playing in Drew Brees' case in New Orleans compared to New York City. It's a big difference. Being a New York Giant, being the quarterback of the New York Giants for as long as Eli was, there's a lot of baggage that come with that, and Eli was tremendous. He handled it absolutely perfect, and not many quarterbacks ever would have been able to do what he did for the franchise and for the city, and that's why I think he's underrated and not overrated like people are saying. But guys, that's all I got in this video. You guys let me know down in the comment section your thoughts on Eli Manning. Do you think he's overrated? Do you think he's underrated? I don't understand how anyone could say he's overrated. He's got 2 Super Bowl MVPs, 2 Super Bowl championships against Tom Brady, and one against Tom Brady's perfect New England Patriot team until they faced Eli Manning's New York Giants. But you guys let me know the good stuff down below in the comment section. As always, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. See you guys all in the next video, and as always, let's go Giants.